Ooh. Excellent. Am I about to crash immediately? Because it feels like I am. Where the fuck is my backpack? There it is. Alright. I have a lot of crap that I gotta move out of this stupid thing, so let's just start. I already hate having this helmet on. Get out of here. 1911 magazine, which is empty. That's weird. But what are you gonna do, right? The Benelli, and we'll put that back up top again. Is that really as high as it can go now? Can't go higher than that? Huh. Grab the John Wick Glock for a second. This has ammo in it. That's keep on moving here, though. Yeah, this is empty, but that one has ammo. That's very strange. The MPX should be able to fit directly underneath the Benelli. Yeah, we'll get that nice and tight under there. We have the M4. Are you the Deagle magazine? Yep. Ooh, cat helmet. Ooh, Glock. We will continue. Can I just put this on my face? Nope. So you do have to put it. I want it up. Yeah. Ooh, Glock mag. Also empty. Can I put these up here? How high can they go? I want all of the John Wick stuff up top. Right about there. Why are you stupid? Why can't you go as high? The collision is crazy. Is it the helmet? Is the helmet getting in the way? Ooh, AKM, which honestly I might use. So this is the golden. You can't really see, but wow, look at this magazine. Oh, it is really small. Is it loaded? Oh, it is now. Well, what are you gonna do? Am I right? Yep, just get f***ed, am I right? Alright. A weird fucking AK Alpha with a unique magazine. That's Founding Fathers edition. Is that this way says liberty or death? A little bit of jank happening, folks, but when is there not? Okay. Oh, what's up, doggy? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my my online status. I'm struggling to get the a couple of things to work. My virtual desktop is not functioning properly, so I'm on Airlink right now and just trying to get some things sorted out here. You know, with wipe and everything. That's a nerd. We'll put you right there. Regular bra. Take that off. I think I'm down into the regular stuff now. Yeah. All right, these are my rations. So let's load the Mackie. Let that hang out there. I guess I'll hold on to the Hunter for now. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with weapons this wipe. I think the Hunter will fit here. I think it's just barely short enough so I can like kind of like just, yep, I can have that rest right like that. Cat food is useless. Let's sell that though. So my thoughts on the nuclear night gun. Let me go turn on the lights real quick. I don't really have any reason to because it's, you know, the beginning, but I'll turn on the power just so that we can see it a little bit better because I haven't looked at it in game yet. But my initial thoughts are it's awesome. That's just what I feel. The M4 tends to be one of the more meta gun. Man, I just put it up and I'm not going to be able to take it back down. I forgot to turn the lights on. There we go. Whatever. I'll take it down just to put it back up. Why not? So I think it makes a lot of sense. Like a gun specifically for the Nuclear Night Edition and it looks like an explosion. It's pretty sweet, honestly. Even the magazine goes in pretty nice. I do want to test this. I want to see if they fix this. The one-shot magazine. Can you... Oh, they fixed it. All right. That's pretty sweet. This was an issue with the item interactions. Mag palming, you used to not be able to palm different types of magazines. Like, so now that we have all of these different M4 skins, the one-shot, the Nuclear Night skin, if you had like this magazine along with this one, you wouldn't be able to palm them because they were considered different classes of items. They fixed it, and that's awesome. That means that if you find somebody in raid with a different kind of M4, their magazines will fit into your gun. Oh, that's so sweet. Happy to see that. All right. All of our DLC weapons. The John Wick Benelli, the MPX, the... oh, excuse me. the 2011, the Glock 34, the Wakizashi, and then Uwu weapons. We got the MP9, the Glock, the 1911, the AKM, the Uwu helmet. I've got the Uwu backpack right here, just chilling. And then our wipe rewards, the tiny little baby golden Mac 11. That's so funny that it's so small. Golden spoon. I've also got my other thing over there, the hat. But yeah, I'm just looking through all the Nuclear Knight stuff right now and trying to like decide if I'm gonna keep anything. I'm gonna sell these. What do I have here? Oh shit, I forgot about the Golden Deagle. Where am I gonna put this? There's gotta be a place for this thing somewhere. I guess the Golden Deagle's just gonna have to go somewhere else, because even though it looks like it can fit places, it can't. I'm using this as a brace. Stack it right like that, and then that's its new home for now, until I start filling out these shelves. So we've got that organized. I guess I should reorganize the rest like this. This is so stupid. We'll go put all this stuff in. Got some brass piles. Any more? Yeah, look at that. There's even more knives and stuff over here that I don't want. Okay. We'll make some adjustments here. We're gonna toss the brass in, and then we'll also put the powder in, just to get it out of the way. Just can't put guns inside of these backpacks anymore. OG days, oh man, I was a loot goblin to the max. I could fit so many different guns inside. Anyway, we're gonna grab these. Unpopular opinion, but I actually like the MP40 more than the MP5. I'm just kind of going until my game crashes. That's kind of how I'm doing this. They start us with a bunch of backpacks. Nuclear Knight gets 5 backpacks, 5 normal adventure backpacks, plus the Nuclear Knight edition also comes with 2 Gear Tech 4 backpacks. If you're having trouble finding them, they are hanging out up here. You go through your vault. This is where your vault is. That's where the Never Wipe room may or may not be. We will never find out, because it's the Never Wipe room. But your 2 Gear Tech backpacks are hanging out up here next to the 2023 VR Game of the Year Award. VR Game of the Year 7th International VR Game Awards winner goes to board by Combat Waffle Studios. No sponsorship. What else? What else? So I haven't been into the kitchen yet. Let's go check out the kitchen. You get some rations for your trouble in the kitchen. They start you off with 1 water filter, which is literally nothing. All things considered. Did I just phantom rack this? I forgot that I had this right here. I gotta go sell this too. So yeah, they give you some water bottles. They give you some rations. There's only a couple of good things that they give you to start off, and that's these fruit cocktail. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these are peaches actually. All right, so these are some of the best items in the game, because when you eat fruit cocktail or peaches, it brings your water and your food up. Whereas if you eat delicious raviolis, that's gonna bring your water down and bring your food up. Same thing with all of these right here. Goulash soup, you would think it wouldn't make you thirsty, but it does. It's not as bad because it's soup, but then, you know, the candy bars, those are gonna both give you dehydration, all this other stuff. Only these items and the tangerines, those are the best rations in the game. Water, water is water. Storage, there should be some meds here. 12 bandages, which is not bad, honestly. Bandages are also really cheap. They're really easy to find, so not the biggest deal. I dropped one on the floor. I dropped another one on the floor. I'm on fire. I would recommend to everybody that's just starting out at the beginning of any wipe, before you really dive in, just take a couple of minutes. Organize your bunker. It doesn't have to be in any particular way, but like organize it in a way that makes sense for you. I like to put some of the more heavily used items closer and more accessible. I like to put a nice stock of meds just hanging out right here, right in the very front of the trader room. You don't have to do this. No one's stopping you if you do or do not. I normally will put the bandages somewhere nearby as well. I think this time I'm actually going to put them directly behind, and we're going to see how this goes. Taking your time to do this is actually going to assist you in a couple of things. It'll help you, like I said, get used to the way the hit detection works on some of these weirder objects. Also, it's good practice Tetrising your bag. Getting used to stacking your bag neatly while you're actually in raid is what's gonna take your loot hauls to the next level. Because if you're out in raid and you find a grenade and you're just stuffing grenades into your bag like this, like cool, you have 4 grenades. They're also taking up about probably 40% of your bag. If you just put the grenades way down in the corner, or not even in the corner, if you put them like forward. This is typically what I will do, is when I'm putting grenades in my bag, I put them at the very front so that they're a lot easier to grab when I need them. So like if I have loot all around here, the grenades are in the front instead of me having to like dig my hand through all the loot. I'll put them like that. It feels like I'm about to crash. It's neat that they sort everything for you. Yeah, that's totally true. Back in the earlier days of the game, everything would just dump right into your kiosk, and so you would have to spend a good amount of time. Like, I think I'd probably spent the first 2 wipes over an hour organizing my bunker with all the stuff that was in the kiosk from the Nuclear Night Edition, because that's how much was there. Because all the stuff that you see on the walls right now, it was just sitting in the kiosk, and you had to take the time to put it somewhere. But this was also before they instituted the whole weight limit system for the kiosk, so we weren't being penalized for that back then. And you see how quickly you can dump stuff into your bag when you're Tetrising it properly. So all this stuff that I have right here, those grenades would have been in the way if I didn't put them a little bit tightly packed together. Does Founding Fathers give you all DLC plus Nuclear Night? Yes, it does. So the Founding Fathers edition is essentially, see my patch on my shoulder? You can't. Founding Fathers is almost exactly the same as the Independence edition. The only difference currently being the Founding Fathers get a AK Alpha skin, a different arm patch than the Independence edition. Then there's some Discord stuff. Otherwise, in-game things, it's functionally the same as the Independence edition. You get all the DLC and all future DLC for free. And then, honestly, that should be enough for anyone. Really. The good old days, man, when grenades actually kind of did stuff. They're weird now. Grenades are just weird. I don't know how else to say it. First off, it's not a gold skin. The AK Alpha skin for the Founding Fathers, we'll take a look at it real quick. It's not gold. It's actually parchment. It looks like paper. It might not translate well if you're looking at it through the screen, but like looking at it in game, there is zero sheen. And actually, this is a good way to look. Like you see the bullets inside, they've got a metallic finish to them. This is intentionally very flat. It doesn't change a lot of light. You can even see some of the light change on the metal parts that aren't painted. So it's meant to look like, well, like a Founding Fathers edition gun. Like it's actually old. Like it's made of parchment, or it was made off of the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution. And so that was the thought process, I think, there. But it says liberty or death. On the stock, it says freedom right here. Oh, it's hard to read. It's hard to hold it still. Put that right back there. That's pretty much everything that you're going to get from the DLC items if you have the Nuclear Night Edition, except for that alpha down there. And then these wipe rewards. The golden Mac 11, the golden spoon, the hats over there, because I like to have the Uwu cat helmet here because she's my favorite and I love her. It's also the only reason that I run the bag, is because I love this bitch and I will die for her, literally, because the backpack makes you more visible. All right, let's go put some of these pistols down. So we've got things a little bit more organized now. I have too many armor rigs. These shelves. If you don't have enough room for armor in your bunker, in your lockers, you can actually put them on the shelves and they will stay right there. Limited space, of course. Once you open up storage number 2, things will get rolling. You'll have a lot more room, and then even more in storage number 3. But yeah, if you're just really running out of space in your bunker and you need to save more armor that you want to keep, I like to collect the cheap pistols for when I'm running like BOA sessions and stuff. These ones aren't really worth saving, if I'm going to be honest, but you can even do that. All right, so I've got my stuff all sorted out, and oh shit, my favorites saved. Wasn't expecting that. I need to go check something real quick. My mission's also saved. I talked about this last wipe, and this is something that can kind of be a leg up thing. If you know wipe is coming, you can basically work all your missions up so that they're complete, and then not actually turn them in, and then turn them in at the beginning of wipe. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, let's go take a look at the market real quick. I should not be able to buy the Tapco, and that's what I want to go look at real quick, because I have that saved as a favorite. Because you see, I'm only level 2 right now. There's our Tapco, level 3. I'm gonna go see if I can buy it from my favorites. We are officially in active debug mode right now. We're gonna head back to safe house and see if I can buy that gun. If it just says, like, error, cool, no problem. But if it allows me to purchase that gun right now, so it says, oh, it did it. Okay, no, it's fine. It says items unavailable. If you have a favorited, like an old favorite, and it's currently an item you cannot purchase, you choose buy, unavailable, can't get it. So we're just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna remove that one. I'm actually gonna remove everything, I think. Yeah, because I want to adjust some stuff. I also want to see if the favorites actually reset. Silo Boss drops golden TT and SKS. The Silo Boss does drop a golden Takarov. He will have that in his holster. All of the Silo Boss and Boss Guards have primary and secondary weapons. If you have room for the loot, you should definitely grab it. Favorites, shit. This is still a bug and I hate this. The favorites don't go away. You have to reset them manually. And so that's super frustrating. I need to set up my favorites real quick. A little favorite, a sling backpack. We're skipping the adventure backpack because I have the better one. Jesus, there's so much now. Oh, this is just like, this is a gun that we can buy? How many bullets are in this? It's like a pistol. Oh, and you can even single fire it. All right, let's find out how many bullets are in one of these. I'm sorry, was that a 50 round magazine? Am I tripping? Did I just miscount that? Help me out here. We're gonna do it in waves of 5. 5. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. 50. Holy shit. This might be the first, like, wipe reward that everybody is gonna really want. That's right there. That's 50 rounds. And this is a level 1 gun? Are you serious? Holy shit. So that was, I was on single fire, right? It's on safe now. Let's check out the spread if we do just one-handed. Oh my god. You see how quickly it just clammed up the wall? Holy crap. How's it run with 2 hands? Oh my god. Look at that. This thing is like a P90. Oh my goodness. It fires so fast on full auto. I'm trying to shoot as lightly as I can. I'm gonna see how many bullets I get through. 3. The quickest that I can tap the trigger will fire 3 bullets as a burst. All right, I know that this records on the other eye, so I'm gonna do this synced up on my left eye this time so that you can see the bullet spread a little bit better. How crazy is that? All right, and then, like I said, holding on. I'm gonna see if I can control the spread while holding it. Oh, you can. If you pull down, if you actually pull through the recoil, you can unload on somebody's face. That's insane. So realistically, I was planning on having the MP40 be my go-to gun for leveling this wipe, but like, can I only grab one at a time? Oh, that's weird. I was gonna try and akimbo these real quick, but like, this gun is crazy. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. It doesn't have a slide release, but like, look at this. That's ridiculous. We've been through some things. Okay, I got super distracted. We're in. There's what we want. The Ooh Adventure Backpack. We got wicked distracted there. So yeah, check out the Nuclear Knight. We can't buy the gun. The reason the Stanag bags are available for purchase is, because the M16 exists. Same with the one-shot choose, which, why would you use that if you have the Nuclear Knight? Like, this looks so much cooler. Whoa, did you see that? Did you see what I just did? What is happening? Okay, now I'm really confused. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This makes sense, right? What's happening? This is not... What is this? What is... I don't even know. All right, what else was I gonna get? I just got... So, I'm actually super interested to try this gun out with AP ammo. I think it'll be a lot of fun. 10 hands! 10 hands, doggy. 10 hands. So yeah, if you burst fire this thing, you're gonna see very little recoil. I would recommend with a gun that fires this fast, if you're aiming at somebody, aim at their torso and then expect the recoil to hit them in the head. Like, do you see the recoil pattern? It's going up through his head area. So if you aim at somebody's chest or their neck, you're probably going to get headshots with this gun. And that's just a probably. I want to dual wield, but one thing that's happening with this is as soon as I set the gun aside, it disappears. Oh, okay, so, sorry, as soon as I pick it up, so I'm going to try and pick it up. Yeah, the gun disappears. So it's only letting me hold one at a time, which is unfortunate. I think the only way you'd be able to dual wield these is by getting one from somebody else and then just going at it. All right, let's grab some armor. I need to set up a couple of armor packs here. Chest rigs. There we go. That's a very solid budget setup that I use for that. And then we will head back and we'll grab one of you. And this time we'll put on... Oh, I want that to actually be a little bit higher. What are you doing? Where'd you come from? What is happening? Where did you come from? Huh. Well, that was weird. Anyway. And so we'll save the custom lab vest. I think when I move away, all these are going to disappear, except for that one. Weird things are happening right now. It's wipe day. What do you expect? Bugs. I live for bugs in this game. I think the C8 Storm is a super awesome early wipe weapon. It fires well. It's very modern. It just handles really well. But as far as early game budget guns, I would highly suggest the MP40. Low recoil because it's only firing 9mm and you have two hands on, and the iron sights are actually pretty good. The MP40 is typically what I'll start with early wipe. Like, the MP40 is nice and cheap. Everything put together. Let's say I'm actually going to do a full kit, right? So like MP40 and extra magazines. That's our full gun and ammunition right there for an entire raid or even multiple raids. Hanging out at under 5,000. So there's your primary weapon, and then you're going to find stuff too. But like, that's your gun and 120 rounds sitting right there. It's actually 121 because I have it overchambered right there. And so I'm going to favorite those. I don't insure them when they're favorited. I'll decide if I want to insure it later, just so that but yeah, I don't really use insurance for the most part. I prefer a little bit more of a hardcore experience, so I don't use insurance. Do you know why they still got LMG tasks for Spectre? So there's a very simple reason why there are still Spectre tasks for light machine guns, and that's because the bar exists. I didn't go to guns. That's in... So the bar is the only LMG in the game right now. It's only got one magazine, and it's got a fairly low capacity, and it also is just only auto fire. Like it's either safe or it's auto fire. So that's a 20 round magazine. The iron sight is just weird. It feels like an awkward Tommy gun, and then it's got super crazy recoil. If you find one of these in raid and you don't have a better option, you should definitely use this gun. It also has a very unique sound, being that it's the only machine gun in the game, so people immediately know if you're using it. As far as starting guns that I could highly recommend, the SKS. If you can land hits with the SKS, the iron sights tend to be a little bit wonky, especially if you're on standalone quest. The SKS is awesome if you can get used to the iron sights of the M16. It's an amazing gun to get used to in the beginning of the game until you're actually Spectre level 3 and you can use the M4. The M16 is awesome. If you prefer assault rifles, I would recommend starting off with the SKS. You're starting with Nuclear Knight, more power to you. And then use the AKM until you hit level 3, where you then have the options for the Tapco SKS, the Galil, and the M4. Those are solid assault rifles. But as far as other guns, the submachine guns, MP40 is your cheapest option because it doesn't have any attachments. It just puts a lot of bullets down range, and it's great. The CX8, if you're level 2, is a more modern version. It also fires 9mm, and you can put attachments on it, which can rack up more expensive gun builds. And it also has a fire rate that's a little bit faster. With a stock, with a grip, it's a little bit more expensive. That gun, when it's fully kitted, will typically run you a little bit more like 10 to 20,000, but still awesome. And then eventually moving into other submachine guns. If you have the Thompson with drum mags, sure, the MP9 is awesome. And then eventually using the, the Vectors down there. And then finally my favorite gun, the P90, a fun little gun to just murder people with. So those are the guns that I would recommend. As far as attachments and stuff, you do you. Flashlights are only really necessary if you're like looting in silo, or if you're playing on Night Island. Use whatever grips you have. Any grip is better than no grip. So I'll normally put a Chris 4 grip on my gun when I'm running, and then if I find anything else, I'll change it out to that. And then so I'm using cheaper grips and then working my way up. But if you can afford the better grips, sure. So at level 2, you unlock the main sights, the OKP7 and the Cobra. I prefer the OKP7 sight picture, but a lot of people prefer the Cobra. Silencers, same thing. You start off with nothing. At level 2, you unlock the pistol. At level 3, you'll unlock everything except for the bolt action and the... or no, you do unlock the bolt action at level 3 now. That's cool. So yeah, you'll unlock everything at level 3. The Sierra LMG suppressor is currently useless because there are no LMGs that you can attach a suppressor to in the game. So if you find an LMG suppressor, do yourself a favor and sell it. And then grenades. What are you gonna do? These are your timed grenades. These are your impact grenades. This is my go-to pistol. I will grab the Glock 17 Uwu gun, and then I'll head to Terran Tactical, and I will grab a John Wick magazine to go in it because it's got more capacity. And so that's what I'll do. I'll save that. I'll save that. So I've got armor. I've got... oh, I need a helmet. And we're going to start off just with the SSH. What are you? Glock extended mag. Nice. You've been working out? Yeah? That's good, man. You look good. You look better for some reason. Maybe it's because of the... no? What do you mean? No, don't be like that, man. Alright. Alright, so it is... I actually do need to probably cut out pretty soon. Is there still a limit on them? A limit on what? A limit on purchasing items? If that's what you're asking, then yes. Every item has like a respawn rate. If you purchase too much of it, you have to wait a certain amount of time. Yes. So all the DLC items, they still have a limit. You can only have 2 of them in your bunker at max, unless you loot them from other players. So if you're just looting tons of Uwu Glocks, you could have a wall full of 40 of them. But if you have that many, you cannot purchase anymore. They will be grayed out. For example, so because it's brand new, I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy a custom Uwu Glock. I'm not gonna get the backpack right now, and I'm not gonna get the magazine, but just the Glock. So you see, if I go to Uwu, you see the Glock's chilling right there. I can see it. If I purchase this and check out, purchase successful. It should have grayed out, honestly. It's weird that it didn't do that. If I go out though and come back, it will be grayed out because I now have 2 of them in my bunker. So I'll head back. And that's not the right way. So now if I go over and I try to buy it, you see it's grayed out because I can only own 2. It says that now. That's fun. With the magazines, you can only own 10 of each of them. So like if I bought a ton of Uwu Glock mags, those would then be unpurchasable. AKM. Shoots pretty nice, honestly. Yeah. And the gun throw works pretty well too. Look at that. I wonder if I can clear the building. Can I throw it above it? Ooh, I just punched my table. Oh, I can absolutely throw it above it. Let's go. Let's get some guns on the roof. Oh, that was a bad throw. So was that. That's what's going on with Wipe. How cool is that? Honestly, I think the bunker looks nicer in the dark on PC VR. This is the setup for the beginning of Wipe. We've got everything put away. We've got all our stuff set to go. Founding Fathers starts you off with 500,000 Karunas to start. And then just from the items that I sold off of my wall that I didn't want, I got an extra 22,000. But I'll talk about this real quick. At the start of Wipe, there are 3 traders that you should be focusing on leveling up. Spectre, so you can unlock better guns and make it so that purchasing guns is cheaper. There's Minty for the same reason, but for your backpacks and your armor. And then Jiri. Jiri is probably the most important early Wipe because getting him to level 3 is what's going to give you AP ammo. You can get Shiro level 3 for AP, but I would recommend doing Jiri because it's faster. And there's a specific reason why it's faster, and it's these missions right here. Complete 5 raids without dying. That gives you 10,000 experience. Look at your experience bar. We need to get Jiri from 25,000 to 75,000. If you're starting at the beginning of the game, you're going to be at literally 0, so you're going to need to work up to 25,000 and then up to 75,000. If you combine 5 raids without dying with 10 raids and 5 raids, you complete 5 raids in a row, you get 10,500 plus 1,000. Complete another 5 raids in a row, that's another 10,500 plus 1,000 plus 2,000. That's an even 25,000 for just surviving 10 raids in a row, which means if you survive 20 raids in a row, you're going to knock yourself right up to 75,000. The other thing that you'll combine with these 3 right here, over into the hospital, complete 5 raids without dying, and complete 10 raids without dying. So if you complete those 10 raids, you're going to get 66,000 plus another 20,000 from here, and then reset. And you'll get another 80,000 essentially, which is going to get you everything you need to get the rehab center all the way up to level 4. And at level 4, you unlock the canteens. So this is pretty much going to be my plan for the start of Wipe. 10 raids without dying, 5 raids without dying for Hannah, and then over in Jiri, stacking up 5 raids, 5 and 10 raids. And I'm going to be running to exfil. And when I say just running for exfil, I don't mean I'm going to run in naked and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go in fully kitted and focus on survival, like to just get to the exfil. Not going to be looting, going to try to not fight players, and just, if I can get through that in 20 raids, I did that in like 2 hours last Wipe. And then I was all set. I didn't need to do any other missions for Jiri or the hospital for the entire Wipe, and I was just slowly working up all the Karunas I needed to level them up. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, I gotta get going, so be well. Pleasure seeing you again, doggy.